All right, everyone. All right, YouTube. It's December 17th, 2012. Now, this article, this is what I'm talking about. I want to thank a viewer that sends me this. I'm going to put the link for you below. We're going to get to this article in one moment, but first, I want to point something out to all of you. Now, I uploaded a video last night before going to sleep, and I couldn't believe what I found. I got up about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I could not believe the comments that were left and all the thumbs down. I worded the title, and I probably should have worded it differently. I hope you don't hate me, but we need stricter gun laws. And I was referring, if everyone would have watched the video, I was referring to exactly what this gun expert suggests that we do. Let teachers carry firearms. Let them be armed. Ban the gun-free zones to halt mass shootings. But I worded the title, I hope you don't hate me, but we need stricter gun laws. Now, I had no idea. 90% or more of my viewers are Christians. Judge not, lest ye be judged. And, you know, right from the beginning, they did not watch the entire video. They judged by the title and me saying in the beginning, I'm going to talk about this in a few moments. We need stricter gun laws. And instead of watching, hearing me out, I was already carted into the town square and I was stoned by Christians that judge not, lest ye be judged. And the fingers were pointing at me, and some of the comments were just so terrible. One, I had to ban the person that left the comment and delete the comment. I had comments like, well, I knew this all along about you. You flip-flop from one, you flip-flop back and forth, and if you know me, you follow my channel, nothing could be further from the truth. I do not flip-flop from one issue to the other. I'm upfront, and I'm always upfront and honest with all of you. Now, since I reworded the title, and now the likes are coming up and people are understanding. But right off the bat, I was judged. You did not watch the entire video. I was left some pretty terrible comments because you judged me without watching the video. You turned the video off. You quit watching before you even heard what I was trying to say. We have such strict gun laws now, but they're not for the safety of the people in such places as schools, hospitals, big sporting events, people that are law-abiding citizens that do not have a police record, and they go and they legally purchase a gun, and they go through all the red tape rather than just being allowed to carry arms. As our Constitution, our Second Amendment tells us, we have the right to bear arms. Of course, we got to send money in to the states and the government. So law-abiding citizens that go through all the red tape, the background checks, which they should, and then go take gun safety course, that's more money, then more money to the states for a CPL, concealed pistol license. They can't carry their gun in the most vulnerable places of all, like a movie theater. They're gun-free zones where you need to carry your gun to protect yourself. You're not allowed. Now, if the faculty at the school at Sandy Hook, if they were all carrying and they all had a concealed pistol license, a CPL, this would not have happened. Those children would not have lost their life. But, you know, 95% of my viewers are Christians. Right off the bat, they took their finger and they pointed their finger at me and they judged. You know, it's not guns that kill people. It's the finger and the finger that points. All right, now I since have reworded the title, and I think now people are finally watching the video and seeing this is exactly what I'm talking about. Gun expert, let teachers carry arms. That's what I was saying. Ban gun-free zones to halt mass shootings. Banning gun-free zones and allowing teachers to carry concealed weapons could help eliminate mass shootings at schools. John R. Lott, one of the nation's leading gun experts, tells Newsmax in an exclusive interview Sunday, and that's why I put that title up. I probably shouldn't have. I was trying to get the point home, hoping you would watch that with that title, and I could get my point across, but it didn't. I was judged prematurely right off the bat, and the majority of people didn't watch my video. They thought I'm all for gun control. Lott, an author and college professor, told Newsmax that gun-free zones become a magnet for deranged killers who hope to burn their names into the history books by running up a big booty count. And that's exactly what I was talking about. What better place for a deranged killer to go than a school? He knows it's a gun-free zone. He's not going to be faced by any security officers, any teachers, any faculty, even the custodian. No one can carry a gun there. So if he wants to commit a heinous crime, that's the place he's going to go. Where a school filled with little children and adults and no way to protect themselves. And this is what needs to stop. This is the kind of gun control we got now. This is the legislation. This is what's been going on now to why we had that massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary School, because not one person of that school, faculty, were allowed to carry guns. Lott's landmark book, More Guns, Less Crime, Understanding Crime and Gun Control Laws, is in its third edition. He told Newsmax there is a very good chance the Connecticut school shooting could have been averted if teachers were permitted to carry concealed handguns. It is no accident, he says, that mass shootings repeatedly have occurred in designated gun-free zones. That's exactly what I was trying to get across yesterday, which attract lunatics looking to murder as many souls as possible before they turn their guns on themselves. And, you know, mainstream media is all over this. And, you know, the public is, those that are asleep are buying right into it. Newsmax, Dr. Lott, your work suggests people are more secure rather than less so when firearms are readily available in society. This is part of the interview. And Dr. Lott says, simply telling them to behave passively turns out to be pretty bad advice. By far the safest course of action for people to take when they are confronting a criminal is to have a gun. This is particularly true for the people in our society who are the most vulnerable. Exactly. Now, Newsmax says the media typically spins these mass shootings as an American phenomenon. They suggest we ought to be more like Europe with strong gun control because then we would not have these problems. Is that true? And Dr. Lott replies, no. Europe has a lot of multiple victim shootings. If you look at a capita rate, the rate of multiple victim public shootings in Europe and the United States over the last 10 years have been fairly similar to each other. A couple of years ago, you had a couple of big shootings in Finland. About 2.5 years ago, you had a big shooting in the UK. 12 people were killed. You had Norway last year, where 77 died. 2 years ago, you had the shooting in Austria at the Sikh temple. There have been several multiple victim public shootings in France over the last couple of years. Over the last decade, you've had a couple of big school shootings in Germany. Germany, in terms of modern incidents, has 2 of the 4 worst public school shootings, and they have very strict gun control laws. The one common feature of all of those shootings in Europe is that they all take place in gun-free zones, in places where guns are supposed to be banned. That's exactly what I'm talking about, and that's why this is taking place. It's confiscating the guns is not going to work. The criminal's always going to have guns, but when you take law-abiding citizens who have the right to bear arms, and, you know, a lot of states, a lot of people don't know, you can open carry. You don't have to go through getting a CPL or a concealed pistol license or a concealed weapons permit. You can just purchase a handgun, they do a background check, and you can open carry. You just can't hide it. But the mass majority of the people don't even know that. But you can't take it to a sporting event. You can't take it into a hospital. You can't carry, open carry, or concealed carry in a movie theater. And you can't go anywhere near a school. Teachers can't protect themselves, and this is what happens. And these are your gun control laws. This article is quite long. I'm going to put the link below. I just wanted to get my point across. We're so quick to judge. Leave me comments.